Hello, hello.
Hello.
Let's talk about the kiss.
I know.
It's like, Daniel must be your brother at this point, so was it awkward at all?
It was incredibly awkward. We grew up together and then they were like, okay, kiss. It was weird. I mean, Dan's very chatty and like friendly and funny, and we just kind of laughed about it, which was nice.
For the gazillion girls who are watching this, wondering if he's a good kisser?
He is a good kisser. I can definitely vouch for that.
In an interview the other day, he was like, yeah, Emma's an animal.
I feel embarrassed. I find myself defending myself, which is ridiculous, but apparently he meant it in a good way. I guess I figured out pretty early on that, you know, in order for us to get it done, I had to like go for it and make it look real.
A lot of young girls would kill to be in your position. And then if you look at it, it's like, well, there's kind of a downside too, which you have to have security all the time and you have to watch where you go and things get written about you. Is it worth it? Is the payoff worth it to you?
It is, and you know, you find ways to navigate it. You know, you find ways to, you just like, you know where not to go if you don't want to be photographed. Being at university, for example, has been amazing, and it's definitely worth it. You learn as you go along kind of how to make it work.
I heard you say that your friends are really protective of you over there.
Yeah, they are. I'm very lucky.
So is that why you decided to go to college, though, to sort of create this normalcy for yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, also, of course, I went because I wanted to learn, but I just want. I mean,
shocking.
of course. But it's nice to have like a normal, stabilizing experience away from all this madness.
What do you think of the States?
I love it. I'm having such a good time. I absolutely love it over there. It's been such an adventure for me.
You obviously remember this.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
They literally said, okay, you have the part, and they took us downstairs and they took this photograph of us, and within 5 minutes it was all over the internet and all over the world and newspapers.
What advice now would you give your younger self?
Just to enjoy every minute of it and not to worry so much. I was like very conscientious and like really, I don't know, I should have just like had more fun, I guess. Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot of time ahead of you.
I
That's
do,
the good
to make
news.
up for it, definitely.
Thanks, Adriana. Now, if you have a hard time following the intricate world of Harry Potter, you're not alone. Our very own Veronica de la Cruz was on set in April as the cast was filming both Deathly Hallows films. And what she found out is that so much goes into making these two movies that often even the stars have trouble keeping up.
So we're here with Daniel Radcliffe, otherwise known as Harry Potter, but today he is not Harry Potter. Who are you?
No, today I'm sort of split between playing Harry and a character called Runcorn.
It's a little bit confusing because as we break into the ministry, we all kind of take Polyjuice Potion and turn into kind of random ministry workers.
I'm playing him, but also he is being played by David O'Hara. So this is David O'Hara's costume, and so when David O'Hara then turns back into me, this is what I look like. I look like a small man in a suit that's far too large.
How do you keep it straight?
Well, no, the thing that we can't keep track of is the wands. I can't get my head around it. Occasionally I'll have a wand in my hand and I'll go, whose is this? Michael Gambon was doing a scene from a flashback when he was obviously a living character, and he turned around to the person he was doing the scene with and went, am I dead in this? We are just slowly getting to grips still, 12 months in.
I've got it. That's wrong.
Yes.
We're laughing all the time. It's actually a bit of a problem, we're laughing, because me and Dan are really bad. We kind of ruin takes all the time. Actually, this year they've started this fining, actually charging you money every time you laugh. It's like £5 if you laugh.
And how much do you owe?
I think I was on about 180 quid, yeah. So I'm one of the worst.
Well, we've had a really, really fun time visiting the set today, and there are so many amazing things when you look around. Do you get to keep anything on set?
I'm going to make it my business to keep the glasses.
They're really strict, they don't let you take much. So you do have to kind of steal things. I did take the golden egg that opened up, and it was really cool. It was like a dragon's egg, but I had to give it back because it's worth a lot of money.
What do a badger, serpent, lion, and raven all have to do with Harry Potter? Well, they are all on the Hogwarts crest. Each represents a different house. Gryffindor is the lion, Hufflepuff is a badger, Ravenclaw is, of course, the raven, and Slytherin, fittingly, is the serpent. And who knows Slytherin better than blonde baddie Draco Malfoy? Adriana Costa dared to go one-on-one with actor Tom Felton, as well as the man behind the Voldemort mask, Ralph Fiennes.
Let's talk about Draco. Conflicted villain.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not even villainous in this film. I mean, we see a real turn in Draco. And in this film, we see Draco's house being infiltrated by Voldemort, who, needless to say, isn't really a great house guest. Kind of brings the mood down considerably. And we really see him start to doubt himself and start to really question whether he wants to really be part of this movement, and he starts to empathize, I think, almost with Harry's character, which is really nice.
So as an actor, that's probably an interesting character for you to take on.
Yeah, but
he's conflicted and a little bit more depth to the character.
Sure, tenfold. Yeah, much more. It was so nice to play him as this, this horrible villainous, bugger that everyone dislikes, and now all of a sudden it's kind of going the other way, where really he's a horrible victim of circumstances, and I feel terrifically sorry for the guy, and I hope there's some empathy out there for him somewhere as well.
I can't be sure.
I heard you guys were gonna get matching tattoos.
Yeah. It was an idea that never really flew, to be fair. I mean, I like the idea of a lightning bolt on the left buttock, but unfortunately...
I like it too.
Daniel, Rupert and Emma weren't so keen. I have no idea why.
So lightning bolt on the butt cheek is not going to be happening anytime soon?
Probably not.
But Twitter will happen and has happened.
Yes, it's such a nice way of keeping in touch with fans. Yeah, I got an iPhone and I got the Twitter app, and the rest is history. And I think I've done about 2,500 tweets now, so that's a little bit worrying, I think.
Fans, how do they react to you?
It's mixed reactions. We really have to plead to have a picture with them because they're just hiding behind their parents' legs, which I've learned to take as a compliment over the years, but it took me a while to get used to that, yeah.
Ralph Fiennes, they do such a good job with his makeup and getting rid of it. Do you ever get scared just looking at him?
Yes. So even meeting him was pretty scary, and that scene with all of us round the table and me being the only sort of boy amongst the men, if you will, was petrifying.
Why do you live?